Hi, my name is Jared Miyamoto, and today we'll be talking about beginning ministerial internships. In terms of ministry, I think we all enter with varying levels of experience and expertise. Some have more than others, and the word internship might imply that the intern has little experience. It might be off-putting to some interns. But another word for intern is apprentice, and when I found that out, the idea of being an intern took on a whole new meaning. John Mark Comer, in his book Practicing the Way, says that in the first century, even before Jesus, Jewish rabbis would choose the best and the brightest to be their apprentices or interns. He says, if you thought you had the smarts, the work ethic, the chutzpah to one day become a rabbi yourself, he would say something like, come follow me. Or another way to translate that is, come apprentice under me. Or as I'll translate it now, come intern under me. Quick confession, I was getting hung up on the word intern. But God helped me to see that ultimately He is and always will be the master, and I will forever be learning, apprenticing, interning under Him. And that's not a bad thing. And so with that, let's dig in. In terms of ministry, there are many different facets, but I've learned that they break down into four main elements: the heart of ministry, tasks of ministry, the nature of ministry, and the life of ministry. Concerning the heart of ministry, Hal Donaldson shares how Convoy of Hope was born. He says that it was while he was a newly graduated journalism student that he had a meeting with Mother Teresa, and she asked him a question. What are you doing to help the poor? He explained that he had just graduated and he wasn't focused on helping others, and she replied, everyone can do something. That interaction changed his life. Hal went back to America and traveled to 8 cities, spending 3 nights in each of them. He spent that time talking with the homeless, with people in prostitution, and those who were struggling with addiction. And those interactions broke his heart. His story goes on to say that he then loaded up $300 worth of groceries into a pickup truck and drove around Northern California, giving away groceries to whoever looked like they needed help. Others got wind of what he was doing and joined in. Pickup trucks turned into box trucks, and box trucks turned into semi-trucks, and semi-trucks turned into warehouses. Today, Convoy of Hope has served over 130 million people all over the world since it was officially founded in 1994. Hal allowed God to change his heart, and the world will never be the same. May we be open to a similar move of God in our own hearts. As we move into the task of ministry, Christine Kane reminds us that although it is good, even great to have gifted leaders, it is not enough. We need anointed leaders. In today's Western culture, we are obsessed with discovery. We want to discover the next best thing, or we want to be discovered. But God is less into discovering and more into developing. And developing takes time. David was anointed king of Israel, but it took 20 to 25 years before he became king. But during that time, David the shepherd boy was brought into the courts to play music for Saul, and there learned how life in the courts worked. Soon after defeating Goliath, he was made general in the army, and there learned how to lead men in battle. He was unjustly persecuted by King Saul, and in those moments learned how to trust the Lord to defend him. It's possible for us to be anointed, but we need to understand that God may still need to develop something inside us before He can appoint us. Regarding the nature of ministry, Craig Rochelle encourages us to be anticipatory leaders. The best time to solve a problem is before it happens. So how do we do that, you might ask? Craig gives us a set of questions that we as leaders can ask ourselves to help us better anticipate problems before they happen. Number 1, what is the true current state of our organization? And we need to be able to tell the truth about that. Number 2, why is our organization successful or flat or failing? We need to get to the why, he says. Number 3, where are we as leaders overconfident? He says to have a healthy amount of paranoia. Number 4, what has changed on the outside that could impact what we do on the inside, even things unrelated to our field? Number 5, if we were starting today, what are we currently doing now that we would not do? And number 6, if we were currently starting today, what would we attempt? What is keeping us from attempting it? We should always be asking questions. If we think we're good at something, there is a danger that pride sets in. And Craig says pride blinds. In order to see what is coming ahead, We need humility. Finally, in the life of ministry, no matter how much we plan or even pray, things don't always work out the way we envision them. As he was reading through a book on leadership, Larry Osborne found that a group did a 30-year study of recent MBA graduates in Canada, the United States, and Europe. The goal of the study was to try and determine top factors for success and or derailment. The study showed that the top 2 factors for derailment were, number 1, poor relationship skills, and number 2, lack of flexibility. Conversely, the top 2 factors for success were, number 1, adaptability and flexibility, and number 2, good people skills. 1 Corinthians 9:22, I have become all things to all people, so that by all possible means I might save some. This is Paul's encouragement to us to be flexible and adaptable to situations and people. So to close up, I just want to encourage us that while these insights are tremendously helpful as we begin our ministry experience, we also need to remember to keep our eyes, our ears, and heart close to the Spirit of God. As we do that, He will be sure to lead us through all the mountaintops and valley lows. God bless you as you continue to seek after Him.